Hello YouTube viewers. Today I will show you how to use Unity 3D to make a basic 3D first person shooter game in, let's say, about 15 minutes. Okay, so what we do now, this was just a ready-made game by me, so I'll just delete this and this. Okay, what you need to do is create a terrain. You can do this by clicking here and create one. As you can see, it's overlapping because I already have one. Yeah, when you do that, you can just click on this brush to, if you want to add a texture. You can get textures from lots of different places like Google Images, but remember they have to be copyright free. If they're not, then you can get, you know what I mean. Yeah, so for example, I'll choose the one that Unity already imported into the manage assets folder. Okay, when you scroll in, it takes time to scroll in sometimes. Okay, when you've done that, then you just let's take the bottom terrain for now. Okay, when you've done the texture, then you probably want to know how to make a skybox. Okay, I'll show you. First, you go and create, write skybox, then lots of different gray circles will pop up. Then you go and edit, render settings, and drag one of the gray circles into this skybox material. As you can see, the skybox will change. Choose your favorite one, but right now my favorite one is not this, it's Sunny One Skybox. I like this because it's more realistic and you can change the sun. The way to change the sun is, first of all, add a directional light if you want to make the sun more realistic. But first of all, if you want to add global warming to your game, like if you want to make a game like, let's say, Rage, it's a PC game. If you want to make a game like that, then you just change the intensity to make it more global warming type. I would prefer it about, let's say, boom. No, that's too much. I would prefer it about, let's say, 0.83, about this type. Then you go on flare, then you click here and click 50mm zoom. Now there it is. Now you click on this rotation button, then you just rotate your directional light to suit it with your sun. Okay, let's just place it in the middle. Okay, we've done that. Okay, now we need to add our first person controller. The way to do this is just write first and it'll just come up because it's built into Unity. Let's just make this guy a bit big. Okay, and remember to make him come above the ground, because if he's below the ground then he's just gonna fall straight through. Ew, that's okay, I guess. Yeah, now we'll just try out. Okay, let me just quickly, 5 seconds folks. Yeah, here's my ready-made game. Let me just delete the gun. Okay, so this is how it will look, like this. If your controller is working, then your person is going to move and the skybox is going to look like this. But if you want to change the speed of your controller, for example it's too fast or the mouse look speed is too fast, then you can just adjust it from here. I would prefer keeping the mouse look sensitivity X to 1 and sensitivity Y to 1. The minimum X -360, maximum X 360, minimum Y -30, and maximum Y -30. And I'd prefer keeping the forward speed 17, backward sideways speed 16, and backward speed 15 to make the game more realistic like the other PC games. But as you may notice, when you turn the camera around, then it just swiftly turns, not just softly like in some games. Let's take Battlefield 3 for example. That's because you need to create a JavaScript or any other script type which you like to make a like looking script for when you turn, it just smoothly turns. You can get it off like Google or Unity forms. Lots of people have asked that question, and you can just get the scripts from there. But that's not what I do. I write my own. Okay, when you've done that, then you may want to know how to add hills. The way to do that is just click here and choose your desired brush size, and the opacity just keep it about 40 because you don't want it going straight above. Just let's keep this a bit low. Oh, that's too much. Keep the opacity about 15. Yeah, that's okay. Now you don't want to, you know, fade the whole texture in with the hills. You want to make them smoothly fade in. For example, you want the textures to be different on the hills if you want to make the game more realistic. So for that you need to choose a different, more hill type texture. So right now I'll choose the vegetation one and just strengthen the opacity and the target strength and just place it here. Just place it all around your hill and try different textures to overlap it with your previous textures to give it a nice smooth touch. Okay, now let's just try this. So when you've done the hill, just reduce the amount to make it more realistic and do the outside. Believe me, this would look real. Okay, when you've done that, then you just click play. Oh, my person was off the ground. As I said, if you don't put it inside, it will just go straight through. Keep him up there. Yeah, that's good. Brilliant. Okay, look, as you may notice, first the ground, then when it's about to the hill, then it changes its texture first smoothly, then darkly, because it's a hill. And you may also notice that the terrains, if you choose a certain one, not the terrains, the textures, if you choose a certain one, it goes in little squares. This is because the size of the texture is too small. To change that, you just click on a certain texture. For example, let's take this, and when you go on the texture, it comes down like this in little boxes. To make this better, just double click this and change it to, let's say, 50, and it reduces the amount of boxes which appear. Watch, for example, when you're going there, little boxes. But if you have a really rocky texture, then the boxes might be okay for you. And look, you can't see the boxes as much. You can make it even bigger to suit your style, but we don't have much time. Okay, so now you may be wondering how to add a shadow if you don't have Unity 3D Pro. But I've got a secret for that. And it's not a secret, it's a basic thing. You just need to use your brain. Okay, let's add a cube. Game object, cube. Let's just make it reasonably sized. That's big enough. Okay, now you need to look where the shadow is going. There's no shadow here, no above, no at the side, but there's at these two back sides. Okay, you need to have a really dark texture, and then when you're done that, just keep your brush size to 1, because you want it to go into little squares. So when you do that, just make it straight so it looks like a shadow on the cube. Let's just quickly go to the cube. Terrain, yes. Oh, sorry folks, let's just darken this a bit to make it more look more like a shadow, and then we just do that. Yeah, so it looks more like a shadow now. Okay, let's play this. Okay, there's a cube here, there's no shadow here, no darkness here, so you don't need a shadow. As you can see, when you go to the darker part, you can see this little shadow, and we've done this without using the help of Unity 3D Pro. I don't think you can add a texture to the player when he's moving, the shadow texture, because the texture we just did now on the cube sticks to the ground, and if you stick a texture on the player and you place it on the ground, then when the player moves, the texture's not gonna move with him. Believe me, it's not gonna move with him. And if you think that, then something's wrong. Something's seriously wrong. Okay, Let's just hold this, change this, just delete the cube. Okay, let's just reduce the sight. Okay. Oh, I think I deleted our first person player as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay, done that. You just go to your first person controller. Now you might be wondering how to add like a gun. You can get guns of different models from the Google, but right now I already have a gun, and it's a beautiful gun. But if you want to attach arms to your guns to make it more realistic, then you may. It's all yours, your choice. But if you do have arms, it takes a big hassle to get the fingers right, each bone of the finger. Show you now, I've got pretty realistic arms, and if you want them, then just subscribe to my channel and send me a message, and I'll send them to you for free, because in return you're subscribing. Okay, let's go here. No, let's try different textures. Okay, yeah, that's good. Brilliant. Marvelous. No, not marvelous. Yep. Let's just attach the textures to the whole game. Not a game, the whole. Oh, I hate this when this happens. Yeah, so that looks quite good. Now just a scope. Oh, perfect. Now the gun does look more realistic. Now if you want, you can change it. Okay, I'm going to put this in. No, I'll put this in. Yeah, but play around with the textures to suit your gun, but mostly the textures come with the gun, so there's no worries. Let's just, okay, that's good. Now we want the gun to come right in front of the player. Now if you want to be really realistic and be clever, you would add arms to your player, like I would, but I don't have the time right now. I'll do it in my other tutorial, second part of this game. Now when you place the gun into the right position of the player, then you just drag it to the main camera. When you've done that, just hit play and watch him roll. Look, when you go down, you may notice that the gun goes down as he goes down the terrain, and you may also notice that the color of the gun changes when he turns other sides of the directional light. That's one advantage of the directional light. It acts like a real sun, if you know what I mean. Okay, we'll just move this a bit here, put this in a bit. Yeah, looks good. Oh yeah, look. Sorry, but my texture on the scope does not look realistic because I just quickly added textures to it. If I concentrate on it, it would look pretty realistic, believe me. Okay, yeah, when you're done that, then you just wait for my second tutorial, because in that one I will show you how to add a shot effect and enemies and lots of more things. So please subscribe to my channel, and if you need any help, then just send me a message on my YouTube channel and I will be glad to help you. And please visit my website, which is available in the description on my every video. See you, and wait for my second tutorial, because on that tutorial I'll make you all professionals. Goodbye.